Guys, today I want to start a video of, I think y'all probably already know what this one about, but y'all probably don't. I want to start a video speaking about how people live certain, experiences of how you shouldn't get certain people to pray for you and how people see they seen certain spirits. And I'm going to put my opinion on it, and I'm going to put my take on stuff and my experience of certain things. And we're going to make a whole video speaking about it. First, I'm going to show you all the videos I want to show y'all. And then at the end of all the videos, I'm going to show y'all my opinion on it. And the first video we're going to start off with is number one. And that's Nia Long. So let's get into it right now.
My family's from Trinidad, and so in general, island people are, they believe in spirits, they believe in supernatural events. Whether it was a conscious thing or subconscious thing, the paranormal world has sort of been present in my life. My papa, his name's Clyde Gilman. About 9 years ago, he passed away. But I have to just say it, I was his favorite. I'm the youngest in the family, and he was sort of my dad growing up because my mom's a single mother. We lived in Los Angeles, and my grandparents lived back in Brooklyn. And every summer, my mother would go and work in New York, and so I would spend most of the day with my grandfather and my grandmother, and he was full of life and my most favorite person on the planet. And so when he began to get ill, I was shooting a movie at the time called Boiler Room. And ironically, my character lived in Brooklyn, and she had a sick mother that she was tending to in the film. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go, rather than stay in some fancy apartment in Manhattan, I'm gonna go to Brooklyn and I'm gonna stay in the home where I grew up. I'm shooting this movie, I'm taking care of my grandfather. By the day, his health is deteriorating, and he got a staph infection and he had to go to the hospital. Everything just started to fall apart. I kind of knew someplace in my spirit that this was probably going to be the last time that we had, a significant amount of one-on-one time together. And as people start to get older, they start to sort of rebel against the natural process of life and death. And I said, Papa, you've got to pray. You've got to ask God to protect you. And then he says, I don't believe in religion. It was very difficult for me because I wanted to make sure all I cared about was that he went to heaven. I knew it was inevitable that he was leaving the planet. I was like, God, he's such a good man. I know he's stubborn sometimes, but let him make this transition gracefully. And I'll never, ever forget this moment. He was laying in his hospital bed, and I knew it was time to say goodbye. And I walked to the door, and I turned around and I looked at him and I said, I love you, Papa. And he said, I love you too. And I'm gonna cry. So anyway, I left, and I ended up coming back to California. And I was with my fiance, and the phone rings, and my grandmother said, your grandfather just passed away. The inevitable had finally happened, and not only was it just, oh my God, I'm losing the man that was the most important man in my life. My biggest concern was, is he really gonna make it to heaven?
You see, you just heard what Nia Long said about her experience, and I honestly think it was crazy to me that how the way she broke it down, and how it's not this people like this shows that everybody got some type of special thing about them. They can sense certain things, and people, like might call like demonize it, or it can go too far, and people could let evil thing enter them. But that was her family member. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, in this next clip, what I'm about to show y'all, this get prepared for this. Tell y'all be careful. Don't have everybody praying for y'all. So let me show y'all what this person got to say. I'm gonna put my take on all this basically. What I say basically stuff I know about that's actually true.
Y'all better be very careful of who you want praying for you, okay? See, a lot of times when you go through things and you are just going through so much in your life and you need people to pray for you, 9 times out of 10, these same people are putting spells on you. They are putting curses on you, okay? They are not praying for you. They're actually praying to make your situation worse. They are praying on your downfall. When you ask these people to pray for you, you have all these different souls praying for you. And you never know a person's true intentions. Asking people to pray for you, you have to be very careful because you never know a person's true motive, intentions, agendas. You might be telling that person like, hey, I'm going through something. My marriage ain't right. My kids ain't acting right. You might be telling these people all your problems and you want these people to pray for you. But 9 times out of 10, your situation is going to become worse. You ever had somebody pray for you and you thinking that they are genuine, but then it's like your situation becomes worse and worse and worse? It might even have you question God.